What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Canon R late 2019, and is this still worth it, or should you just skip it? Well, I'm going to start by saying that this camera is definitely a lot different than when it first came out, when I did the review earlier in the year. Since then, I think 2 or 3 firmware updates have came out that gave this camera a lot more functionality, changed the eye autofocus, and made this camera a lot better. Yes, it does still have the main issues that I did have with the camera before, like no full frame 4K. You could work around it. Apparently there's a new adapter that came out that gives it less of a crop. It's a Metabones adapter. I haven't tried that out yet. I want to get my hands on it so bad, but it's crazy expensive. It's like $500–600. The adapter gives you more of a 1DX Mark II kind of crop. I think it's around 1.3, so that's definitely something to look at. A lot of people complain about this camera for so long because, you know, the specs on paper aren't the greatest. You know, it doesn't stand out in any different aspect. It doesn't blow any other camera out of the water. There's nothing really different about this camera, but what this camera does do extremely well is a little bit of everything. The camera isn't perfect in one aspect, but all around it's a very good camera. And in my opinion, it's the best Canon camera, like SLR mirrorless camera that they have besides the 1DX, because that's kind of dated. And yeah, the Canon R still has, you know, the dual pixel autofocus. It has C-Log for you video shooters. That this is the way to go. It has a flip screen so you can see yourself. There's no really need for an external monitor unless you really want to use an external monitor. The amazing lens mount of the RF. The RF glass is just beautiful. It's perfect. It's crazy. Hopefully they come up with some more budget lens, because that's crazy. And the Sigma lenses should be good when those come out eventually. And I even think this camera is even more worth it during the holiday season, because there's discounts, there's deals, there's Boxing Day coming up, which is the Canadian version of Black Friday, I want to say, which is crazy deals. Like, I know in the States you can get the Canon R, just the body with the adapter, for around $1,300 from Canon, which is crazy. I think that's an amazing deal, and something to definitely look at when trying to purchase a full frame mirrorless camera. Whoo, it's cold right now. Yeah, I think it's an amazing deal, and if you can pick one of these cameras up for that price, I think that it's a steal. With the Canon R, as y'all know, it has an EVF. I personally did not like EVFs until using the Canon R and RP. I think that it finally has grown on me, and even though even though I still love my OVF, I will say that if you give your camera to just a random person, someone who doesn't use a camera or is into photography that much, if you give the camera to them and try to get them to use the OVF, they're not really gonna know what to do, and chances are your photo is gonna come out of focus. If you give the camera, like a Canon R, to someone who doesn't know how to use a camera, with the eye autofocus, it's just gonna snap into focus, and then you're good to go right away. And chances are that all your photos, or if not all, 9 out of 10 photos are going to be in focus. With the Canon R, you can also connect it to your smartphone or your tablet, and I think this is ideal for just sending pictures automatically to your phone. This just makes posting on social media, like if you want to post on Instagram or anything like that, a lot easier. And I just think it just streamlines your workflow and makes life a lot easier than as if you were to have to dump all the photos on your computer and then edit them, send them back to yourself. So I think that just makes life a lot easier. So another huge perk of the Canon R is the ability to use RF glass and EF glass. There's a huge, I would say extremely large selection of EF glass, and everybody knows that EF glass holds it down and is very extremely good. And it's been out for so long that, you know, maybe you don't want to pick up a brand new lens. You could pick up a used lens. There's crazy deals on used glass from Canon because there's such an abundance of the glass that's out there. People sell them. People will be like, you know what, I don't like this lens, let me trade it to somebody. Chances are one of your friends are gonna have some EF glass that you could, you know, swap lenses, trade to them for a bit, borrow a lens, and just, you know, there's options out there. So that's another huge perk. And in my opinion, the Canon R is extremely worth it, and probably one of the best travel cameras in my opinion right now. But that's all I have for this video. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help. And until the next video, peace.